All right, welcome back. We're building our first $10,000 product in Kajabi. We're finally going to be talking about selling something. You've been waiting for like 4 or 5 videos to finally sell something. I know. You can see how building the groundwork and the foundation is so important before we even offer anything to sell. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a 4-step process for creating your first product inside of Kajabi while you're building your audience, while it's still fresh. And this product is going to be the foundation for your $10,000 product. So what we want to do is build off of the content we've just been teaching. You've been teaching for the last couple of weeks or however long, but at least those 10 topics you've taught. And what we want to figure out is which of those 10 topics is the number one topic, the number one concept that your audience is really interested in. They want to go deep on. And so we don't want to guess, we want to ask. And this is the way we're going to do it. You're going to take a look at the last 10 pieces of content you've created, the Facebook Lives, the YouTube Lives, and just looking at simple metrics like views on your videos and comments and engagement and shares and likes, things like that. What are the top 3? What are the top 3 that really perform the best, just without overthinking it? Just simple analytics. You can tell of the 10 topics, I'm sure they were all great, but there's probably 3 that really seem to get the most traction, and people had more to say about those 3. What you want to do, step 1, is to then reach out to your audience in 2 ways. 1, email your email list, because hopefully you've been collecting those emails and people are on your list. Email them, and then also post another Facebook Live or YouTube Live video and tell your people this. Hey, we've been talking about some really cool stuff over the last couple of weeks. I'm planning on creating some really in-depth coaching and training that I really want to help you go in depth. And I want to create it on one of these 3 topics. Respond and let me know which of these 3 you really want to dive into deeper. That's it. It can be a video, it can be a post, do it on social media. For sure, email your list, which again, you could do inside of Kajabi because email marketing is baked in. This is going to be great because you already know the 3 people like, and now you're asking them to narrow it down for you. And so just look at the one of those 3 topics that gets the most votes, basically, whether it's emails, comments, whatever. Give them a week, like promote it all week long, and figure out after 5 days or a week which of those topics is the one people care about the most. And this is what we're going to build our product on. Step number 2 is to build out the sales page for this product. Now, don't get overwhelmed. This is going to be really simple and stripped down. Now that you know what topic to go in depth on, this is no different than sharing a video on YouTube Live or Facebook Live, where that was a 10-minute video with 3 subtopics or bullet points. This whole topic, you want to go way deep on. So what are the 3 to 4 key areas underneath that area that you could dive in really deep on? If you had maybe 4 hours to sit down with somebody and you could teach on each one of these subtopics of the topic for an hour or 45 minutes, what would they be? You'll know this because you know this content, you know this stuff, and you know what people have been asking about. If you were doing weight loss stuff and you found that the number one topic people wanted to know more about was what to eat when they're busy to lose weight and stay healthy, okay, that's the general premise of the course or the product, but what are 4 key areas within that? Well, one might be like cooking, like how to make really healthy stuff when you can't cook. So easy cooking techniques, right? One might be shopping, like what to shop for, what to keep stocked up in your kitchen, right? One might be how to eat while you're traveling, like restaurants, airport food, like all those kind of hacks on looking at menus, right? And one might be, I don't know, if you have kids, like how to get them to eat healthy. I don't know, but you would know what the 4 key areas are. And then if you could teach for 45 minutes on each one of those, what would you cover? This is going to be easy for you because you could talk for hours on this, but bullet those 4 key areas and what the benefits are going to be for them if they learn those 4 areas in depth. And this is going to be the basic outline for you of your course. You don't need to have it all fleshed out yet. You just need to know where you're going. What are the 4 key areas you're going to cover? And then inside of Kajabi, we're going to create our first sales page. So if you go to Kajabi, under the website, you've got pages again, where before we built a lead magnet page, what we want to build is a sales page. So we're going to go to new page. And there's a bunch of templates again. I love the streamlined sales page template because a sales page can be really, really complex. This one does a really good job of giving you all the elements you need. A headline, a subheadline, and a video, and a call to action button. At its core, that's all you need. And then a little bit of text for people that don't want to watch the video or can't because they're watching it while they're at work. A couple of different areas to have like features and benefits highlighted, another call to action, more text, FAQ, final call to action. I mean, it's beautiful, it's simple. Click get started, give it a name, sales page example, create. For now, what I want you to focus on is a real simple sales page. You can get rid of this stuff and all the extra call to actions if it's too much for you. At the very least, you need to write a killer headline, subheader, and shoot a simple video on your phone. If that's all you do, if all you do is this part, headline, subheadline, video, call to action button, if that's all you've got, that's fine. That's fine. If you're looking at your course, the headline is, what is the big win? If they went through this course, what would they be able to do, right? What would their life be like? So this will be very similar to the lead magnet where we created like lose 5 pounds in the next 7 days without exercise. You need to have that kind of punchy headline for the overall thing. Lose weight, get more energy, feel healthier, all while living a busy, active life, right? Or the secret to losing weight, building muscle, and gaining energy, even on a busy lifestyle. Or what if you could lose weight, build muscle, have more energy, even though you don't know how to cook, without having to cook, and even if you have a busy schedule. Like, just speak to whatever the main benefit of the course is in the headline, and then the subheadline is going to be, take my 4-week training on X, Y, and Z and learn my whatever secrets to whatever, right? So you get a little bit more detail on the main headline. At this point, all I want you to do is take your phone and just shoot a simple video. And by simple video, I mean like 2 minutes. You just get your phone out. And the great news is you can outline this video. We're going to use this video on social media. We're going to use this video for your audience as well. But it's going to be one video that goes here on the sales page. All you need to do is say, hey, you can even hold the phone. You can even hold the phone, get in front of a window, hold the phone. Graham here. Over the next 4 weeks, I want to walk you through some of my best material on how to cook food, prepare food, eat healthy. If you're busy, don't know how to cook, have a family, and you want to lose weight, get in shape, and have more energy. We're going to cover A. We're going to cover B, C, D, the 4 main things that are going to give you these benefits. It's amazing. I can't wait for you to join us. Click the button below before enrollment ends, and I can't wait to see you inside the training. Just a real simple benefit, who it's for, what you're going to cover, what you want them to do. Hit the button below. The great thing about Kajabi is you can upload this video directly into Kajabi. They pay for Wistia, they pay for the video data bandwidth, and it looks beautiful, plays beautiful, and you can have this nice looking simple sales page. If you want to add text, if you want to add an FAQ, you certainly can, but keep it real simple at this point. The final step before we move on to promoting it is to create an offer. So if you go back to the dashboard, go into products, go into offers, create an offer, okay? And this is where you're going to be able to create the thing that actually collects payment. Give it a name, sales page offer. You don't have a product you've already created yet in this case, so you won't attach it to a product. We'll do that later. Click Save. And what you'll need to do for the first time, if you haven't already, is connect your Kajabi account with a free Stripe account or a free PayPal account. Those are the tools that will actually accept credit cards and payment and deposit it into your bank account and connect with Kajabi. Set that up, and what you'll be able to do is then change the price of the offer from free, which yours isn't going to be free, to a one-time payment, or you could have multiple payments if you do a payment plan, or if you had a membership, you do a recurring subscription. But usually choose one-time payment and land on a price for your first product. I recommend $47 to $197, somewhere in that range for a simple mini course. The price really depends on what your niche is. For more hobbyist niches, which is going to be most people, $47 to $97 is probably where you're going to be. If you're selling to business owners or you're selling things that help people make money or advance their career or business, you could probably sell your first mini course at $197 or higher. But set your price, save it here, click save, and then you will have your offer. Back inside of your sales page, you're going to want to customize your sales page and make sure that the call to action button links to that offer. So you edit the button, and what do? You could say, join now, and for the action, go to a checkout page. And there's our sales page offer that I just created. Click save, and we're in business, okay? So now when you send people to this page and they click the button, you do this for all the buttons, by the way, it'll send them to the checkout page where it's going to have the price, a little write-up of it, and then they can enter their credit card information and buy. At this point, you've done all you need to do in Kajabi to sell this thing, which leads us to step 3, which is your launch. Starting on a Monday and ending on a Friday, simply set out to just let your audience know about this amazing free live training that you're going to be doing. It's going to be live, but it'll be recorded. But the live aspect is what's really appealing, is that they understand that it's not built yet. They understand that it's going to be casual like your YouTube lives and Facebook lives. They understand that they can ask questions when they attend. And they also understand that you'll be able to record it and upload the videos later into a private area. But you're going to go in depth. No more 10-minute videos here. We're going to go in depth over 4 weeks with over 4 hours of training. So you basically email out your list using Kajabi email. You get on Facebook Live or YouTube Live every day that week and let people know all the different details about the course. And you let people know on social media, hey, I'm doing this thing, link to the sales page that you just created, tell them why it's going to help them, what it's going to help them accomplish, and that it closes on Friday. This is so important to have an open cart and a closed cart. The cart opens up for a certain amount of time, meaning they can't just buy it whenever they want. You're letting a few people enroll, and this week is the only week they can enroll. So you have about 5 days. Let them know the specific day it ends, the specific time it ends. I like to go to Friday at midnight Pacific is what I normally do. And then just promote it all week long. Share it, share it, share it. People will join and drip throughout the week, and then share it a lot on the final day because people are procrastinators and a lot of people join the last minute. So send a couple of emails that last day and get on social and promote it a lot the very last day. People will be able to buy, give you their credit card, give you the payment, money will go in, but what you're really doing is setting them up and letting them know once they purchase that you're going to be scheduling out when the calls are going to be, and you'll be reaching out to them as soon as everyone has joined. All we're going to do is get people to buy this week. That's all we want to do. Show them that we're doing an amazing paid training and get as many people as we can. If it's 4 people, incredible. If it's 5 people, incredible. If it's 50 people, incredible. This isn't a big deal. The point is to get some paid customers and then build this out as we go. Which leads us to our 4th and final step, actually building the mini course live and developing the content. And let me give you a couple of tips on how to do this if you've never done this before. Once you've gotten everyone to sign up, whether again it's 4 or 40, you'll have their emails inside of Kajabi. You can email them directly. It's all private now. This isn't public. You're kind of settled down publicly. You email them privately and you say, hey, so glad you joined. We want to schedule our first call a week from now. Can you email me back and let me know what are the best days and times and time zones for you? And I'm going to do my best to set it up when it's best for everybody live. Knowing that not everyone will be able to attend, don't worry, I'm going to be recording every call. Oh, and one other thing, when you email me back, let me know the one thing you feel like you've got to get out of this training over the entire 4 weeks to make it worth it for you. I want to know what is your number one burning pain out of all the content I'm going to be sharing to make it worthwhile for you. Let me know. I'd love to know to make sure that I'm going deep on what you care about. And this is going to do 2 things. Practically, you'll be able to schedule this thing. Also, you're going to be able to learn from them, the people that have paid you, exactly what they must get out of this training before you build it. So you better bake it into the training. If you're already using Facebook for building your audience, you can build a private Facebook group where you can invite those people to, and you can start to schedule out live Facebook Live trainings inside of that group to do your course. If you aren't using Facebook, you could do this also privately on YouTube if you want, and just share the unlisted private YouTube Live link just with your people. Or you can use something called Zoom. Zoom is free up to, I want to say 15 people. You have to check it now. So if you have a small group of people, you can host this for free, video conferencing. And all of these tools allow you to share your screen, share your webcam, and record, which is so, so important. Then what I want you to do is outline the 4 modules. Each training is going to be about 45 minutes. If you're going to teach on this topic for 45 minutes straight, what will you cover? Outline all of that and then create a simple slide presentation. You can use Apple Keynote on your Mac, you can use Microsoft PowerPoint on your PC, or you can use Google Slides, which is free on the web, to just create simple slides. They don't have to be fancy, they don't have to have a ton of information, but just to have bullet points, to have great quotes, to have screen grabs of things, examples of things, so that you have some prepared material. I like slides because then I can look at the slides for my notes and we're all looking at the same thing and I can arrow through the slides. On Facebook, YouTube, and Zoom, you can share your screen. And so when you schedule these calls, you get your customers and your students to join the calls, you welcome everybody live, and then you flip to sharing your screen, do the 45 minutes of hard teaching, then flip your webcam back on, and go for a Q&A for 15 minutes. Do whatever you can to best answer the questions, clear up some of the stuff you could have gone more in depth on, let's say, and maybe you'll get some ideas for some bonus content. That's fine too, but even if it's just answering questions, you're providing a ton of value on the live call. Worst case scenario, if nobody comes live, you just teach it and you end. But when you have people on live, the final thing you want to end with after you've taught it and done the Q&A is simply this. Hey, next week we're going to cover this topic. I'm going to send you details for that call. But before we wrap up today's call, let me know what are 2 things you want to learn for sure next week when we cover X, Y, and Z. That will give you more feedback to know what you better bake into the next module. And you do this with the next module and the next module. So you're constantly asking for feedback so that you're constantly on pulse with them and in sync with them about what they want to learn. They are helping you build the course as you go. As you get the recordings inside of Kajabi, you're going to want to go back to the products page. And remember, all we did was sell them an offer. Well, we want to go to products and actually build a product. And what you want to build is a mini course. Give it a name. And then this is where you can see each different lesson. In our case, we want to have 4 lessons, so we'll add an additional one. But in each lesson, you can rename them, the name of the subject you covered, and go to video, and you can upload the recording from Facebook Live, from YouTube Live, from Zoom, or whatever, and save it there. And then what you can do is grant that product as an offer to all the people that bought your thing, or add it to the offer so they all have access to this product. So they have a private page inside of Kajabi where they can go back and watch the recordings if they missed it, or just to have access to it forever. All you're doing is building a course, but you're teaching it live first and uploading it into a Kajabi product after the fact. You're building it as you go. You've already made money, and it's a living, breathing thing. Bonus tip for you: at the end of the final video, whether it's 4 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever, at the end of the final lesson, ask them, hey, if there's one more thing I could cover in depth, what would it be? What's something we have not covered in this course that I could cover for you in depth? I want to know. Email me back or leave me a comment now, or let's dialogue now. I want to give you a bonus training. So you're basically going to over-deliver by giving them a bonus week that they haven't asked for, didn't know was coming, but then it's going to be on a topic that's interesting to them that might supplement the core material. At this point, you've made some money, you've built your course, you've taught it live, you've gotten your audience to get into the back end, you've fiddled with a bit of Kajabi with a simple offer and a simple product and a simple sales page. In the next and final video, I'm going to share with you, what do you do next? How do you turn that into a $10,000 product? And how do you build a true business off of this one launch? We'll see you on the next video.